The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. People that were trying to get inducted into it. We talked about that months back, and now they've announced the bands that are getting in. And one of the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees is Dave Matthews Band. Made my wife very happy. Big Dave Matthews fan. I am too. I've seen him probably 4 or 5 times, and when you see him in Northerly Island, you know, they open up the gates because they have to put 30,000 people in there. And I've seen him at Soldier Field. That was the first concert I can remember in today's era of going to see concerts where everybody sang every lyric to every song. And
it made you mad.
It did. It did. Because I went there to hear Dave Matthews, and everybody was singing so loud you could only barely hear the band's music. But it also shows so much passion. I can't hate that much. If people know every lyric to every song and you can sing it loud, I mean, it just bothers me because I want to hear the band do it. That's all I'm saying. One song, sure. One song everybody sings along with. We all agree which song we're singing along with.
We should all text each other.
Yeah.
A big group text before the show. Hey, guys, we're going to sing this one song. Other than that, shut it. Brian wants to hear the band.
That's exactly what the text needs to be. So like 48,000 people group text. Can you imagine all the emojis that come? 48,000 emojis on that group text.
And somebody's got an Android, so they like the message, but then everybody gets the text like so-and-so liked the message.
Oh, terrible.
I can't imagine how straight and frustrated your face is at concerts if you don't sing. He doesn't look like he's going to kill everybody. He just sits there with a drink staring.
You know what, though? Sometimes I do sing along, but I don't have the power of the voice coming out. I just kind of whisper it. I'll lip sync,
You
basically.
whisper?
I'll lip sync.
That's funny to lip sync at a concert. What are you doing?
I'm being respectful to my neighbor who's sitting next to me. You want to hear Dave sing? That's the first show I can remember where everybody, and that Soldier Field show was probably like 2003 or something like that.
So, I'm not a big Dave Matthews guy. The whole vibe is not for me because the people there seem overjoyed. It's a happy concert.
Well,
it's not the place for me.
You like artists.
Why are you always so unhappy?
Listen, the thing is,
You're working your dream radio
I know, I
station
love my life. I just love
in
tortured
Chicago.
artists.
Like, what is going on?
Kenzie, you can't enjoy this happiness here.
Well, like Brian and I always say, celebration leads to doom.
I just feel like you're just one of those people who wants to be unhappy, even though everything's working out good.
I really disagree with that. I'm a super happy person. I just love tortured artists. I'm curious though, Brian, because I'm not a Dave Matthews guy. Is this an instance where it clicks with you once you see him live that you're like, oh, I finally understand it?
Without question.
Okay.
Without question, he's a. And
Except
I'm not
for that show because he was mad the whole time. If you see him live and you can hear him.
Yeah, I'm saying don't go with me. Go with somebody else.
I'll go with your wife. He loves Dave Matthews.
Oh, she loves it. And he changed.
I'll go with your wife.
Yeah. You guys both go with my wife, and I'll
buddy.
I'll stay in the parking lot and bitch while I hear everybody singing along.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, my ass.
I'll get a little grill. I can grill out tailgate and make some brats for myself while I go. Like, if everybody would just stop singing, it'd be great. I'd really enjoy this show. Yeah. I love him. He's great. And total deserving. And it's not about who deserves to get in because what you're going to hear next, some of the people, you're like, oh, they don't deserve to get in. But
turn into a dragon when you hear somebody you don't like.
now, another guy that got in, very impactful in a lot of people's lives, not only with music, but with media, just in general. Ozzy got in. That's Peter Frampton. He also got in. Foreigner got in. They had to get in. Sing it, Kenzie. See? They had to get in. I mean, because
I love that song.
they probably have like 40 hits. They've been around for 40 some years. It's funny how bands they end up getting in like first ballot. Isn't it 25 years after your debut album you're eligible? Isn't that what it is?
I believe so.
I didn't realize there were so many rules. I had no idea.
It's a very serious business, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Like you were like feeling somebody's opinion. You know, what song gets stuck in your head. Like I haven't listened to you guys in forever.
I think those guys at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just sit around and go, yeah, let's put them in.
You know what popped up on my phone that I haven't heard of her?
They Shazam a song. They're like, put them in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, man. Wait, how did we miss them before? Let's put them in this time.
Marcy's Playground's not in. You're kidding me.
If Marcy Playground was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, oh my gosh.
I just personally believe there should only be one person that gets in each year. Because I think it would be such a big deal then. Like, imagine there'd only be, how long has this thing been around for?
Probably 35, 40 years.
Imagine like 30 people in it. Like the stakes each year, right? It would be big news. There's like 47 people get in. You're like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, but I understand your theory on that with like the Bulls Ring of Honor, but we want more than one band, don't we? I mean,
no, but that's what makes it exciting. Like your person got through this year. Like it's like everybody gets a trophy. You know, it's not fun.
Not everybody, because there are some acts that did not get in this year.
Which is just embarrassing because like everybody gets in. So I wouldn't be in like 3 years. Everyone's getting it.
After that Foreigner cover.
Amen.
You think they're going to need people? They're going to need... Oh, we better call Kenzie and get her in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It's like, Dua Lipa. It's like, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, do it, though.
People like Mary J. Blige got in this time. Cher got in.
I love Cher.
Kool and the Gang got in.
It's fun.
So what if Kool and the Gang was the only... See, you'd be happy with that. Like, if they were the only ones that got in that year, but I don't think anyone else would be happy.
It would be upset. It would be interesting. It's like when, like, the underdog wins and you're like, what's going on?
As 16 seed Kool and the Gang beats the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
That'd be insane.
Oh.
I would be tuned in if only one person and or group was going to make it. That'd be fascinating.
Oh, God.
Stakes got to be higher.
I
It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I got it.
Have some honor.
But there's
Shouldn't be easy.
thousands of bands, and only a couple get
and
in.
only 30 would be in.
No, overall there's only 30.
So intense.
Well, like for this year, for example, Oasis was up, and they didn't get in. Case was crying about that this morning.
It actually ruined my morning.
The problem with Oasis is they had such a huge moment, and then the brothers fight, they break up. They didn't have a long enough stretch. Now they're going to get in. It just might not be this year. To Kenzie's point, we'll put them in 50 years.
I don't know. The thing with Oasis, they're one of my favorite bands of all time. The thing with Oasis is they're like the Sandy Koufax of rock music. Sandy Koufax was a pitcher for the Dodgers for 9 years, but he's a Hall of Fame pitcher.
Right.
It's just short peak. He decided, he's like, I don't want to play baseball anymore. And they're like, all right, we'll put you in the Hall of Fame. Oasis has 2 records that matter, but they're perfect albums. If you can't get in after writing Live Forever, your Hall of Fame is a sham. I'm sorry to share, but I do not support the Hall this year. As far as I'm concerned, no Sosa, no McGuire, no Oasis, not the Hall of Fame in my opinion.
What I like about my idea is, because it goes into what, think about how intense sports are, because you wonder, will I see a World Series win of my team in my lifetime? Mm-hmm. Will that happen? Mm-hmm. If you, like, you're probably going to see Oasis get in, because, like, whatever. But imagine, right? Because we need 40 people this year. So imagine, like, you'd be like, is Oasis going to make it while I'm alive? Think about the anxiety each year.
Oh, God, I wouldn't be able to handle that.
That's awesome, though. It's intense.
I got to admit, Kenzie's selling me on this.
She is me too.
It is fun.
But it's just because I pictured you in misery for longer. That's just not healthy. I don't want that.
Punching a wall.
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't want it.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
And ends with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And things are afoot in the South Burbs, Dalton, the village of Dalton.
I just love these updates. This is intense.
Well, and this one really came down over the weekend where Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the winner of Brian and Kenzie's Piece of Garbage Madness, #1 overall seed, no one could shake her. She made it all the way there and took the title. So the FBI has investigated now the Dalton Village Hall. We know they've been investigating it as we followed it with our friend Ben Bradley from WGM. And the FBI has been involved for months. We've been talking about it for almost a year at this point, the scandal down there. But the FBI confirmed it was conducting a, quote, court-authorized action at the Dalton Village Hall on Friday. I'm not exactly sure how that works, a court-authorized action. I'll tell you later what Tiffany...
AKA she's not allowed to lock the doors this time, I think is what they're trying to say.
You can't shut your doors like you do with Ben Bradley in his face. You can't do that. But we'll tell you what they described it as in the last sentence of the story. But a statement from the FBI said agents were conducting court-authorized law enforcement activity in the area. That means you see all those people like in a movie with those FBI coats and they pull up in those black SUVs with no license plates on them. Mm-hmm. He's going to surprise the people that are going to be in there and they go like, oh, we didn't know you were coming. We would have had some cookies ready for you or something.
Well, obviously, a little coffee you're prepared.
Very nice. They declined the comment on the nature of the raid or any investigation they may be conducting. That's what the FBI said. That's how they called that.
Well, what a thinker. I can't imagine why they'd be there.
Well, as we've talked about all the way through, the possibly $100,000 spent on travel, she makes almost $300,000 a year in her combined jobs over the county and the city, whereas the average salary in Dalton is $29,000 a year. And if she exits, the next mayor will get something like $35,000 a year. Everything will change once she's out of there, which she will be eventually, for robbing people of their money and using it for her own gain.
All I imagine is because she's gotten away with the most ridiculous thing ever. It doesn't seem real. I just imagine her re-winning mayor with like a fake mustache. Like that's just because everything she's done is so insane that it's gonna be like, I just can't even. It'll be like Tiffany tenured and they have a fake mustache.
She's dressed like Mr. Peanut. We're all like, who is that?
Yeah, it's obviously somebody completely different. They know what they're doing.
Brian, you tell me, because you're a big Sopranos fan like myself. Kenzie, you're not a Sopranos viewer, are you?
No, I tried to watch it. And then I got like 2 episodes in, and they're like, your free subscription has ended. I'm like, oh, come on.
Oh, no.
I didn't know that. It looked very available when I clicked on it.
Well, spoilers ahead for the next 15 seconds. But, Brian, don't you feel like in Dalton right now, it's reminiscent of the final season of The Sopranos where Silvio gets shot up and Bobby Bacala gets killed, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, all these dominoes are falling. And Tiffany Hinyard, who is the Tony Soprano in this situation, it feels like it's only a matter of time before she's sitting in a diner with Journey playing, and we don't know what the end result is.
You have to know the end,
Not
Kenzie.
all of us know what the end result is. Now I'm just left in this cliffhanger. What's going to happen to her at the diner?
To be honest, if you watch Sopranos all the way through, people are still wondering what happened at the end. So it's still a fair question, but yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. The dominoes have fallen where there's been people already on her, on the cabinet, the committee that have been taken down. That Keith Douglas we talked about, he was charged with bankruptcy fraud.
Yeah, just last week.
Just last week in making statements of what they did with the cancer charity.
Yeah, because that's the important thing to note here is, we've talked about Tiffany Hinyard what feels like weekly for almost 9 months now. We have to keep talking about her because now we're seeing the empire crumble. The dominoes are falling here. There's real movement towards justice, and it needs to be documented.
Yeah, and the people down there will finally get justice, allegedly, I think. Hopefully. I always feel like these people get off. There's been a few people in Illinois that have gone to jail that were politicians, Blagojevich.
Yeah, who would have thought they got Blagojevich out of that?
They got him out of that. Well, when you're on the phone saying, what's in it for me? I got this golden thing.
I got this effing golden opportunity.
No, he said golden thing, which is even funnier. Obama state said it. I got this golden thing, and I'm going to get mine. If I'm getting some money for this.
That's the thing. We really need to wire into Tiffany Hinyard's phone calls because can you imagine what she says when she doesn't know she's being recorded? We have all this stuff of her when she's in front of a camera.
The thing is, what's amazing is taking this long. She's just admitted most of it on camera. It's like, we don't need to wiretap. Like, she said it. Could somebody please arrest her? It's unbelievable.
Going back to the Sopranos theory on that, do you think she doesn't talk on phones anymore? I don't think so because she just doesn't care.
I'm sure she's hit up the one
just like a helicopter following her all day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's some of the audio of her just bragging pretty much when she won Piece of Garbage Madness. Nice montage put together.
Hey guys, this is Superman Tiffany A. Hinyard. Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing.
Still don't have a comment.
Sir, you're a trustee.
Well, once again, I don't have a comment.
Only judge when you got both sides of the story, not one-sided narratives, which is negative narratives in the media. All the trustees walked out because they couldn't have their way, and that's not how government works.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Well, if you want to see the Chili Peppers anywhere you choose to do that in the United States, at 9 o'clock, we'll have that for you. So 9 a.m. right here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. That is coming up. Now, got to pay off something here at 8:30 coming up in 20 minutes.
Pay up, baby.
Yeah, so I was talking last week around this time on the show. We said we'd do it on Monday about the new releases of the weekend, which Pearl Jam's Dark Matter came out Friday at midnight. It's incredible. I mean, the album is unbelievable. I cannot wait for the Q101 Wrigley Field shows coming up in August, right before Memorial Day weekend. Wait, that's Labor Day weekend. Which one's the end of the year? Summer.
I don't know. I don't know which
Which one
one's
is it,
first.
Brian? You tell me.
Okay. Oh, no. Memorial Day weekend is first. Labor Day is second. Mm-hmm. So am I right?
So when's the Pearl Jam shows?
Labor Day weekend.
Okay, there you go.
'Cause Memorial Day weekend's like in a month or so.
That's Indy 500 weekend.
Yes, that starts summer. Labor Day ends summer.
I don't ever remember.
Yeah,
and
I
Brian,
don't-
you better not wear white pants after that Pearl Jam concert.
Well, I'll throw away all my white pants. It's so much.
Thank God. I don't need to see any outlines on you.
So those Pearl Jam shows, and I got into a deep thing on it of, it's amazing. Pearl Jam, 35 years now, pretty much, and they can still come up with incredible songs. And Kenzie said, well, these guys are songwriters. You play guitar. Why don't you write a song? Why don't you write a chorus at least? Write just a chorus. Because
I said, because you said, what could I write about? And I'm like, I mean, a lot of songs about relationships, and you have good and bad ones in your past and
Sure.
present. And you were like, well, people have already done that. I don't know why you thought you couldn't write about a similar. He thinks that every song is a brand new topic. No, it's just, it's Christopher Columbus.
I think everybody's written every song about everything that can happen in a relationship by now.
But I challenged you
Yes.
to I was trying to motivate you.
You did. It was great. I needed pushing. I need it.
Yeah.
So I did
I'm a
come
pusher.
up. Yeah. What she's pushing, we have no idea. Gummy bears.
I be pushing.
So I did come up with something. Something's emotional to me, you said, and you said Harper, and so my baby Harper. So I wrote a little chorus about her coming up here. Yeah, but it's I don't know if you'll like it or not. I don't know.
Me either.
I don't know either.
I'm not gonna say off the bat I'll like it.
Well, I'm not saying anybody should like it at all. It's hard.
I hope
just
it's a diss track.
well, it might be.
Has she ruined your life? How you feel to go out?
She couldn't stay awake for the 7th inning stretch.
God, she falls asleep in the 7th inning stretch of the Cubs game yesterday.
How
Come
dare
on.
she?
God.
Lazy.
I mean, she got in free. It doesn't matter, but
It's like bringing a sloth to the
Yeah.
game. The worst.
sleeping on me while I'm trying to watch the game.
God, you can't even place my parlay. You got a baby
How you
sleeping
gonna
on
drink
me.
beer like that?
Oh,
she never thinks about you.
I didn't drink beer, which is the first time I haven't drank at a Cubs game in a long time.
She ruins everything.
God. Wait to hear the song about her. It's coming up at about 8:25. First, it's Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. Today is Earth Day. Taylor Swift will be recognized for her efforts in recycling most of her albums. Taylor Swift's new album is out. Some say they don't like the new song Fortnite because it has nothing to do with the game. Caitlin Clark has signed a $20 million deal with Nike. See, for those of you concerned she wasn't making enough in the WNBA, all the while never intending to buy tickets or watch a single game on TV, she'll be fine. And the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are getting a reality show on Netflix. There's already talk it could be the biggest hit of the 70s. This is not headline news.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Perfect song to go into my bit of my chorus that I've written, because Shinedown writes some of the best choruses of any band ever, those hooks that stay into your head. And
Is
you
yours
can't.
gonna hold up?
Well, that's a high bar.
So no? Are you just saying no?
I'm not going to, let's not preface it with anything. So
Okay.
over the weekend, I wrote a chorus for a song. I play guitar. I played in cover bands my whole life. I've played live a lot, actually, but I'm not a singer, and I've never really written a song all the way through. It's something I wanted to do. Megan, for Christmas, got me the Old Town School of Folk songwriting class. I'm going to take that soon when I can find some time.
It's weird because I can't even imagine you writing like anything. You
you'd
with
have
a
to be
pencil.
emotional.
Yeah, you with a pencil is an odd visual.
I typed it on my laptop. No pencils in the house. No
You're
pencils
like
there.
Jay-Z, you don't write anything down.
That's right. That's right.
It's all off the cuff.
Jay-Z and Pauly Walnuts, they don't write anything down.
So Kenzie said, why don't you write a chorus of a song? You've
I
got to.
wanted to hear what you got.
You said you must be capable of that. And this is, we were talking about Pearl Jam, Dark Matter when it came out Friday. I'm like, I can't believe after 35 years, they can still,
Right.
how they find some inspiration to write a song, and they're really good. And I was like, damn. So I brought my guitar in, and I wrote a chorus. So this isn't the whole song. This will be like kind of the hook of the song. And if you can allow me to lead into it, then you guys can just tell me what you think at 312-591-8300. And of course, I'm really nervous. This is weird.
I'm nervous for you.
Yeah, because that's just,
I'm just excited.
I know Kenzie's excited. So
You got a campfire going here, roasting s'mores?
warm up a little bit here before I get going, okay? Okay. Make a safe place. Make a safe place for this.
Okay.
Here we go. You make me laugh. You make me weep. Even when you're being such a creep. I dream of the day or night when you can speak. When I finally understand why you watching me poop.
What?
Why you watching me poop, girl? Go play with some toys. Why you watching me poop? Should I stop?
Wow.
Yes, you should stop.
Wow.
So I learned about Harper follows me to the bathroom. My daughter.
I was like, this really needs context. I don't even know who you're talking about.
I should have let into that. So it's my daughter follows me to the bathroom. I close the door, and then she's knocking on the door and tries to turn the doorknob when I'm pooping.
And she's how old? 16?
She's 17 months. 17 months old. Yeah. So that's. I'm not a singer. I don't know how to.
That wasn't the problem.
No, I hold on. This sounded like a classic 90s song. This sounded like Days of the New. Your raspy voice, your beautiful acoustic guitar. Brian, this is a hit, baby.
You know, when I sang it, I was in key. And then when I tried to do it live, I couldn't do it at all. I just really pressure to be a singer, songwriter.
You're saying before everyone heard it, you were in key?
Yeah. When I was alone in the room, I sang it. It was in key.
It was beautiful. You sounded like a mix of Fergie and Jesus
Yeah.
before you hit it live on air.
I didn't know whether to go high or low. Like, I should have went like, you make me laugh, you make me weep. Instead, when I started playing guitar, I went like, you make me laugh, you make me weep.
Oh, my God. Is Chris Cornell in the studio? Oh, my. I've got chills.
Soundgarden needs somebody. I'm available.
I thought the guitar sounded good.
Okay, that's a positive.
I did. I liked that part.
You don't like the hook?
I liked it for about 10 seconds. And then I went, I don't know what's going on.
I should have prefaced it. But then again, most songs... See, it shouldn't be like that because most songs, no one knows what they're about when you hear it.
That's
Then later they say like, oh, this is about this guy or this thing.
Most albums historically, in the history of recorded music, don't start with, all right, so here's what this song is about. Now I'm going to sing it.
I understand, but don't you think this one should?
Well, no, but the problem is that shows that
I think it should be up for interpretation.
I know, but it's bad then because you should just know what it's about.
What do you mean?
Well, here's the problem. It wasn't a whole song. It was just the chorus part.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that's obviously the issue.
So if the chorus part led into like, so I got this baby, see? I can do a talking thing like Axl does and and knocking on heaven's door.
In a way, this is your knocking on heaven's door. This should be an 8-minute song.
Or knocking on hell's door.
Oh. Hey, look, I just put myself out there. So if anyone wants to comment on it, 312-591-8300. No. This is the first of a long line of songwriting on this show. We're going to make a hit song.
Music Mondays?
Yeah. We're going to make a hit song. What do you guys think? Let me know what I can improve on. Maybe it's perfect. Maybe it's perfect. 312-591-8300. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. I just put myself out there with a new hit song that's going to be hitting the charts and added by alternative rock stations all over the country as the day goes on here. If you missed the song, I played live on the air, which was about my daughter Harper, how she follows me to the bathroom when I just want some privacy for once in my life. You make me laugh, you make me weep, even when you're being such a creep. I dream of the day or night when you can speak, when I finally understand why you watching me poop.
What?
Why you watching me poop, girl? All right, that was the song. That was a few minutes ago. If you just joined us, that's what happened. And I realized I was supposed to stay low in my register, and I tried to go high.
Yes, I see.
That's the problem.
That was the issue.
Let me ask you real quick, Brian, as a songwriter. Can I speak to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just curious. Do you feel better now that you've done this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really do. I understand the rush now, and I should have been doing this when I was in my 20s playing guitar. I was stupid. I waited too long to write songs.
God, you could have been Taylor Swift.
Right.
I think Art Alexakis from Everclear, he got a late start in life.
Yeah.
You know, Stephen Jenkins, Third Eye Blind, he wasn't a young man when he wrote Semi Charm Life. You just follow the pattern.
Are you going to send that into Billy Corgan?
I think I will.
Hey, you know how you rejected me from the Pumpkins once? What if you do it again?
Yeah,
how about now?
Yeah,
the ship that sailed on you.
How dare he?
Flip him the middle finger.
How dare he? Liz from Crown Point checked in. The struggle is real. I haven't used the bathroom alone in 2 years. So the song is already connecting with people.
That's true. You really hit home with a lot of people here.
I'm telling you.
Mr. Rachel over here.
Let's see. Chu checked in from 708. Literally turned on my car radio heading into work, and the first words I hear is Brian singing, "Why You Watching Me Poop?" Today's going to be a great day. That's Chu checking in from Mokina.
I'm with him. That song's already stuck in my head.
Yeah. And then, someone said, why are you calling Harper a creep? Because she's creeping on me. I close the door. Just leave me alone for just a couple minutes.
I know.
That's all I need.
So I grew up very Catholic, and I was always told if I needed a place to pray to go to the bathroom because you could always have privacy in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Turns out not even that exists anymore.
Nope.
I can't wait till you get somebody pregnant. I second it again.
So Sarah,
I want that to happen to you.
Sarah checked in from Stevensville, Michigan. I thought the hook was funny. It was unexpected, and it put a smile on my face. Thanks for the best. Wow, this is what Eddie Vedder must feel this. That's just two people right there.
Yeah,
Someone said they want to hear a deeper version.
They want to hear what?
A deeper version.
Like deeper voice version.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to work on this. Well, that's what happens. You polish a song, you wood shop it, and you get better at it.
I'm sure it's the same feedback Eddie got when he wrote Jeremy. It's the same thing.
I want to hear you go like, polish up those lyrics, and it's gold, Chad said. Chad from South Bend checked in. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Chad's an expert.
Yeah, these are
This is his field.
Well, the listeners, that's all you got to do. The listeners, everybody has an opinion about music, and this is how it goes. Wow, this is exciting. I feel good. I feel really good so far. Colton's checking in. What's up, Colton?
Hey.
Hey. What's up, man? So what's on your mind? Colton, you're on the air.
I think I got connected to the wrong radio station. I was calling Q101. All right.
This is Q101, Colton. You're on Q101, buddy.
Oh, geez. Okay, sorry. Well, okay. I was like, okay, hold on a second. But all right, your song, Brian, it was great.
Okay.
It's your super face.
I was-
Nice to meet you.
I was so confused for a second.
Are you starstruck because of my songwriting ability that you're all flustered and confused?
Oh, man, Trivia's in trouble. People can't talk on the phone to you anymore.
Yeah, listen, no backstage passes. None. I'm done with all that.
No pictures of Brian.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.